Rhea Ripley to be removed from her title match against Liv Morgan due to a serious injury? Potential WWE Raw angle explored. Rhea Ripley will lock horns with Liv Morgan for the Women's World Championship on Raw's premiere on Netflix. This is set to be a huge opportunity for Mommy to reclaim the coveted title and put an end to her long-standing rivalry with Morgan. However, things may take an unexpected turn as the Eradicator could suffer a cruel fate ahead of her high-profile match. In a shocking turn of events, Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez could unleash a ruthless attack on her backstage similar to what they did in NXT in October. The Judgment Day members could wreak absolute havoc on Ripley, leaving the latter draped in blood and unconscious. In the aftermath of the potential attack, Adam Pearce could make a shocking revelation that Mommy suffered a serious injury and would be unable to compete. In light of the situation, the Raw General Manager could be compelled to remove Rhea Ripley from the high-stakes Women's World Championship match. However, Pearce could announce a potential replacement to face Morgan on Raw's debut on Netflix at the last minute. Regardless, the Miracle Kid could easily retain her championship against whoever steps up. Just when the clock could be ticking on WWE's upcoming premium live event, Ripley could make a shocking return, looking for vengeance. She might finally get her long-awaited shot at Liv Morgan at Royal Rumble 2025. The Eradicator could finally dethrone Morgan to win the Women's World Championship, putting an end to her saga with the Judgment Day. Will WWE's creative head, Triple H, take such a massive swerve ahead of the monumental encounter between Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan? It remains to be seen. The above-mentioned scenario is purely speculation. Rhea Ripley to compete against former WWE Women's Champion at WrestleMania 41? WrestleMania 41 is still several months away, but the excitement has started to build. There is a high chance that Rhea Ripley will walk into the show of shows next year as the Women's World Champion. But who could she face at the year's biggest annual extravaganza in 2025? It appears that WWE has already provided us with the answer. The Stanford-based promotion seems to be cooking a blockbuster feud between the Eradicator and Io Sky for WrestleMania 41. This match was teased on several occasions on Raw, and fans have also been clamoring to see it. After Io failed to capture the Women's World title at Saturday night's main event, she put Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan on notice. The Genius of the Sky stated that her hunt for the title had not yet ended and that she would come after it regardless of who the champion was. A match of this magnitude deserves a grand stage like WrestleMania, and the stars seem to be aligning for next year. The Showcase of the Immortals could witness this historic encounter in 2025, where both women could battle it out for the Women's World Championship. New stipulation added to Rhea Ripley vs. Liv Morgan fight as Raw debuts on Netflix in January. The popular OTT platform Netflix has secured the rights to stream WWE Raw in January 2025. One of the key highlights of that show will be the much-anticipated fight between the reigning Women's World Champion, Liv Morgan, and the former World Champion, Rhea Ripley. Considering their recent rivalry, where Morgan joined forces with Dominic Mysterio, who was in a storyline relationship with Ripley and later kicked her out of Judgment Day, the matchup promises to be a thrilling contest. As far as their previous fights are taken under consideration, then Ripley has the upper hand on Morgan with a 3-2 record out of 5 fights. Out of these bouts, Morgan received some major ringside help from her Daddy Dom and other Judgment Day members, including Finn Balor. The matchup has already been announced, and there is a major update surrounding their face-off in January that ensures the fans an edge-of-the-seat excitement. A fight to watch out for. On Wednesday, December 18th, Raw General Manager Adam Pearce announced that Liv Morgan will be defending her title against Rhea Ripley on Monday, January 6th, 2025. In his announcement, Pearce informed Morgan that she will be defending her world title against Ripley on WWE's Red Brand's Netflix debut. While at the time of the declaration, it was just a regular title defense match, in a recent turn of events in this week's episode of WWE Main Event, it was announced that this match is now going to be a last woman standing match. This is going to be Liv Morgan's second title in the last 2 months as she won her match against damaged CTRL's Io Sky. With anticipation surrounding next week's bout, former WWE writer Vince Russo predicted that Ripley would win the match, while he also emphasized that Riley does not need the title and that WWE should keep it for Morgan, as she needs it the most, especially considering her recent storyline. Liv Morgan sends a message to WWE regarding Rhea Ripley. Disagrees with a vital question. Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley have feuded for the majority of 2024. The reigning women's world champion believes this year belonged to her, not the Eradicator. Morgan won the Women's World Championship in May at the King and Queen of the Ring Premium Live event. She defeated Becky Lynch to win the title previously vacated by Ripley due to an injury. The Eradicator was forced to relinquish her title after suffering an injury during a backstage brawl with Liv following WrestleMania. On Instagram, WWE recently posted highlights of Rhea Ripley's run this year and asked the fans whether 2024 was the year of mommy. Morgan disagreed with the company, claiming she had a better year compared to Ripley. Sam Roberts believes Rhea Ripley will dethrone Liv Morgan on January 6th. Liv Morgan will defend the Women's World Championship against Rhea Ripley on the debut episode of Monday Night Raw on Netflix on January 6th, 2025. The company recently added the last woman standing stipulation to the match. According to Sam Roberts, Ripley will regain the title she never lost in the first place. Speaking on the Not Sam Wrestling podcast, he said, "I think that this is where Rhea Ripley wins back the title, and then you start telling whatever story you're going to tell going into WrestleMania for Rhea. Because I think with Rhea now, going into WrestleMania 40 was like the last great sort of iconic challenge for Rhea Ripley was Becky Lynch at WrestleMania, and she beat her. So now Rhea Ripley needs to be in that role at WrestleMania that Becky Lynch was in. Not to say Rhea's got to lose, but Rhea Ripley's got to be in that role where whoever is got next has to go to WrestleMania to try to beat Rhea Ripley. Ripley has already failed twice to regain the Women's World Championship. She was unsuccessful at the SummerSlam and the Bad Blood Premium Live event, courtesy of interference by Judgment Day members. WWE superstar Liv Morgan's wet white t-shirt photo gets major recognition. The Women's World Champion had an impressive 2024, including a backstage photo that went viral. Liv Morgan rose to the top of the WWE mountain in 2024. The 30-year-old captured the WWE Women's World Championship at the King and Queen of the Ring Premium Live event back in May, defeating Becky Lynch to begin her second reign with the prestigious title, and successfully defending it multiple times. Now Morgan is touting the success of a viral post from earlier in the year. The WWE India Instagram account shared a list of the best Instagram clicks of 2024, and Morgan's post from July 16th was,